Wrestles Rudolph down to the ground as Trey Edmonds has got it, and Garrett rips off Rudolph's helmet, smashes him in the head with it. Pouncey goes wild because that's his quarterback, and as an O-lineman, you just got to have your guys back. Meanwhile, there's more hits coming on Rudolph. Larry Ogunjobi comes in and hits him. You get another look at this one. And this O-line for the Steelers was having a difficult time all night keeping the Browns off their guy, but now the play's over. Garrett rips Rudolph's helmet off. That's bad enough. I mean, I don't even know, man. He hit him square in the head with a helmet. Fines, obviously. Suspension, obviously. Ogunjobi again, he came in and shoves Rudolph to the ground again from the backside. And it's as ugly as it gets. Two coaches having some conversation. Here's what was said after the game.
I didn't see why it started, but it's inexcusable. You know, I don't care, rivalry or not, we can't do that. That's kind of the history of, you know, what's been going on here lately, hurting yourself, and that's just endangering the other team. It's inexcusable. He knows that. I hope he does now. It's tough. We'll see.
Mason Rudolph, a friend of yours, Myles Garrett, a teammate of yours. What were you saying to your teammates over there to kind of calm everybody down?
I don't think there's anything in that moment that I can really say to calm him down. You know what? The reality is he's going to get suspended. We don't know how long, and that hurts our team. And we can't do that. We can't continue to hurt this team. It's inexcusable.
What did you see in that melee there as far as what caused that fight?
I don't know. I had my back turned to it initially, so I don't know what started, what caused it. I mean, obviously, you got to stand by your guys, but you don't want to see that in any aspect of the NFL. The people's safety and health is at risk, so you got to tone it down and come out and know when to shut it down when things are going too far.
I'll keep my thoughts to myself. You guys saw what happened at the end. That's exactly what I said. I got no comment. No more questions regarding that, because I'm saying nothing.
Did that really catch you off guard what Myles did, trying to hit, using it as a weapon almost?
Yeah, it's not something that I would expect from him. I didn't see the play. It was a screen, and I had to release and let him go up the field. But I don't know. I didn't see the play, so I can't judge any of the stuff. Obviously, we have to protect our quarterback at all costs, and the league has to do a good job as well. As soon as I saw the helmets off, I felt like it was a little bit excessive.
Joe, the caster called it unprecedented what Myles did. I mean, have you ever seen anyone take your helmet off and try to hit someone with it?
Have you?
I haven't.
And neither have I, bro. I mean, I've never seen anything like that, especially when he obviously doesn't have a helmet on. And it's your quarterback. We work about protecting quarterbacks, and that's such a big emphasis. So I just never seen anything like that before.
Damian Woody alongside him. Man, we were prepared to have some fun tonight, talk some Islanders and do that, and talk about the Browns and the way things might break for them in the second half. But all of that is moved to the side. In all of your time in the league, and you saw a lot and accomplished a lot. You ever seen anything like this?
I've never seen it.
How do you react to it? The brotherhood that is. How do you react to seeing a guy do that?
I would have lost my mind. Basically, how the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive lineman did it. Pouncey and crew, that's exactly what I would have done, because what Myles Garrett did was inexcusable. The fact that you rip a guy's helmet off and then you hit him upside the head with the helmet. Scott, I've seen a lot of things in the National Football League during my 12-year career, but I've never seen something like that.
I think anytime a helmet comes off, and as a skirmish, everyone freaks out. But isn't there something of a code in you when a guy loses his hat that you say, you're not going to hit him with your fist, let alone a helmet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, usually when the helmet comes off, everybody's like, whoa.
Right.
Okay, we need to chill. But, he just literally took his helmet and hit him upside the head. To me, that's like assault. Right? And that's the first thing I said to myself was, that's assault on the football field.
And I think that in moments like these, particularly given what we do, you try to be measured and you try to ask yourself, what's reasonable? What's a reasonable reaction? But I'm with you. I mean, he hit a man in the head with that. I mean, look, these things are heavy, man.
Right.
Like, I mean, I have no idea. If you don't know, like, this thing weighs a lot. It's a weapon.
Right.
And Myles Garrett is a big man. Yeah, I mean, Baker Mayfield said it more calmly than I'm saying it now. But I mean, whatever the fine or the suspension is, it's got to be severe because Myles Garrett has flirted with 15-yard penalties all year. That's one thing. That's dumb. This feels almost criminal to me.
You touched upon it already, okay? In the prime time game against the Jets, he had a couple personal foul penalties. Now, fast forward to this, you do something this stupid, you're Myles Garrett, you're in the middle of a playoff push, you're going to get suspended, you're the best player on their team, and now you're not going to be available. How dumb is that? That's what we've been talking about with the Cleveland Browns, how undisciplined, the penalties, the penalty yardage, the amount of penalties that the Cleveland Browns have racked up. So now, instead of us talking about the Cleveland Browns getting a critical divisional win,
right,
everything's going to focus on Myles Garrett and Freddie Kitchens, that he had control of the Cleveland Browns team.
If you get an offsides, you get a personal foul even, that's one thing. This is wholly separate from that. This is an entirely different level of conversation. Maurkice Pouncey afterwards was asked, how long does he feel Garrett should be suspended?
That's smart thing to think. I mean,
I just said it was out the blue.
Maurkice, should Garrett be done for the year for what he did?
Absolutely, 100%. We'll see how serious the NFL is about their players.
Do you expect anything to happen to you?
Who cares? My man got hit in the head with a helmet. I mean, I'll step whatever penalty it is.
Can you remember being that angry on a football field?
Nah, I blacked out. I don't even remember it really, to be honest with you.
Maurkice, in general, with the offense, what's it going to take?
All right, Damian Woody alongside. We want to welcome in John Perry, our officiating expert and analyst. And John, in a situation like this, would the on-field officiating crew be consulted by the league when the league is trying to sort of met out what ought to be done in terms of fine/suspension?
Well, the officials on the field will have nothing to do as far as suspensions or fines, but the league and using video based on the new rule, anytime there's a personal foul, they can get involved with ejection. I don't think we need video here. What a blemish. To end this football game, great rivalry, it's always heated, we get that, but this crosses the line, and it's just not a good visual for the National Football League.
John, without question, and just to be clear here, I understand they wouldn't be asked in terms of what the fine or suspension should be. I'm just asking, would they be asked for any clarity to try to provide a framework of what went on throughout the evening, because there were a number of helmet-to-helmet shots? Is there anything that the league would be looking for where the officiating crew could provide context as far as the night went? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, yeah, I think based on how this game ends, it's going to be dissected for several days, start to finish. Conversations that took on the field, plays that were called, plays that were not called, and then, of course, the end of this football game with the helmet coming off, the assault on the head, Pouncey coming back, kicking and punching. There's a lot of things that they'll spend a great deal amount of time this week dissecting.
Criminal charges.
John,
That's what should
saw
happen.
Everything in your career.
It's a
and
weapon.
I mean, Super Bowls and all the rest, and you got there because of your level of acumen.
His career should be over.
You ever see anything like this in games that you officiated? Anything that rose to this level?
No, we had a playoff game in 2016 with the Steelers and the Bengals. Everybody would recall that.
Sure.
We had a lot of issues in that football game.
Maybe not over. That's a little too harsh. But it should be criminally prosecuted.
Ripping off a player's
Shit ton of fines
helmet
and do 6 months in jail.
Continuing that action and throwing it.
They don't give a league
using it as a
message. That's
on a
what should
football
happen.
field. No, I've never.
John,
in 20 years, I've never seen it.
All right, John, thank you so much for your time and your context. We have Freddie Kitchens live, and we'll hear what the Browns coach has to say.
In times like that, and in no circumstance do we want anything. Of course, that's not who we want to be at the end of the game. That's not who Myles wants to be. That's not who we're going to be. You have to be able to maintain your composure in times like that, and in no circumstance do we want anything to do with anything like that. I'm embarrassed. Myles is embarrassed. It's not good. So he understands what he did. He understands it's totally unacceptable. got to get through it.
With that, end of the video.
Question.